everybody, and welcome to Akashic Adventures. I'm Linda de Gonzalez, and this is Diana Bowles, just like it says on the label. Unfortunately, Viviane Heller won't be able to join us today. Um, she is probably watching from wherever she is. Tonight, we open the Akashic Records together in a spirit of curiosity, gentleness, and respect. This is a space for quiet truths, subtle shifts, and insights that arrive when we stop pushing and start listening. There's nothing you need to do or fix or become here. Just settle in, breathe, and allow whatever wisdom is meant for you to find its way forward. Let's begin by saying hello.
Hello.
Oh, I want to point out that Leah was first in the chat today. She gets the gold star and a cookie.
I want some of what she's baking.
I'm not baking anything, believe me. I haven't baked cookies in 20 years.
I met Leah.
Oh,
She's
Leah. Oh, I know she's a wonderful cook, isn't she? I Barbara Hartlove is here. Dr. Pam Studley, hi. Kim Red Dragon. Akila, hi Akila. You'll be getting an email from me probably later this evening. Crystal LJ, hello. Tiffany, Shooting Star. Mangled Unicorn, hi Jax. Good to see you. Violets for Roses. It's lovely to have everyone here. This is fabulous. Mousy Girl is here. Hi, Mousy.
Haven't seen you for a while. Hello.
Yeah,
Hello.
good to see you. And Sunny Sonia. There's a great name. Cindy Shea. Hi, Cindy. Okay, I really don't want to spend a lot of time. I mean, I love you all, okay, but I don't want to spend a lot of time saying hello to people simply because we want to get to the readings because there's two of us. And so we're we're going to be yes. Now let me share my screen. The secret magic word is #soul, and you'll see it in a minute. So #soul to enter. Okay, so Leah says she learned when we sleep with our mouths open, it can cause farting. My goodness, thank you for sharing that, Leah. I will be sure to point it out to Gerald and Diane when next we have a fart show.
Oh,
Okay, so
no, there
so it's #soul, and we are ready for your questions. When you hear your name called, please, yeah, we swallow air. No, I know it's because we swallow air, Leah. I just thought it was hilarious. When you hear your name called, please be ready to type your question. So those of you who don't have a question, please try to think of one. Here, let me put us back up here like this. Please think of a question now so that when your name is called, you're not sitting there going, oh, I don't know. I don't know what to ask. Okay, think of what to ask now because it makes the show move more efficiently. It means we can get the readings done without waiting for anybody. It just makes it all around a better experience for all of us. Ralph's Universe is here. Hi, Ralph. And Rossi. Hi, Rossi.
Rossi.
And Lulu, Happy New Year to you too. And a Happy New Year to all of you. I don't do any sort of rituals for the new year. How about you, Diana? Do you pick a resolution or a word of the year or anything like that?
Well, I used to smoke a cigarette at midnight because I knew it was the one thing I could give up. I started smoking when I was 13 and I quit when I was 34. 33, 34. But my grandmother always did that. So I did it with her once I quit.
That kind of reminds me about what people said about Rasputin. Apparently, now I don't know if this is historically verifiable or not, but apparently he said that yes, he was a great sinner, but there was a point, because if he were not a sinner, what need would he have for the forgiveness of God?
Well, there was a lot of things about that man that,
Yes,
aren't
questionable.
as perverse as it was painted to be.
Yes.
It's always about power and what they do to the famous when they die.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
where you want to put blame rather than to, claim their own errors.
Yeah. Yeah. Jeremy Rodney's here. Yeah, it is a good one. I thought it was pretty hilarious myself. And kind of stupid, but all right. I mean, the logic is shaky. I'm going to take this off and we can get started, I think. We've got 17 entries. Okay, so start thinking of your question, folks. And I forgot the music. Oh, well. So usually that's something that, Tiffany Tisdale, congratulations, Tiffany. Let me just write your name down.
Are we going to draw 4?
We're going to draw 4. I'm going to open the records after I draw them all away, because I realize now that I forgot. Okay, let me get the, I know. Let me get the cat circus up here. I know, it's silly, all right? I like it. Okay, next we have ouch, Wanda, don't bite me. What can I do to you? Cindy Shea. Congratulations, Cindy. Please start writing your question down. Type your question in the chat, please. And number 3, Mary Thornberry. Can we have your question in the chat, please, Mary? And the last one for this round. Ooh, Ralph's Universe. Congratulations, Ralph.
This is why Rasputin's coming in.
What?
It's a long story. But
okay. Tell me after. Okay. Tiffany, I have your question. And let's see, I need questions from Cindy Shea, Mary Thornberry, and Ralph. Stinky monk vibes. That's pretty funny, Leah. Ouch. Ralph, got you. And Cindy Shea. And Tiffany, we're ready to go, I think. Tiffany, Cindy Shea. Oh, Mary Thornberry. Waiting for Mary Thornberry. Sorry. While we're waiting for Mary, why don't I open the records?
That's a good idea.
Okay. We'll start with 3 deep breaths like we always do. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Yes, I am teaching you how to breathe. That's right. We are surrounded by the pure white light of divine source. We ask Archangel Michael to protect and guide us. And we call forth all of our angels, guides, beings of light, and Akashic Records masters to assist us now to receive information of the highest truth, highest frequency of light and love, allowing us to receive exactly what we need for our greatest good and the greatest good of humanity. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We open ourselves to the light, and with this light, to our highest truth and our soul's purpose. We call upon the Akashic Records masters, guardians of the records, and beings of light who serve the divine plan in truth and clarity to guide us to our highest good and the highest good of all in divine love. And we ask the Akashic Records masters to assist us in accessing the records to receive exactly what is needed for the highest truth, the highest timeline, and the greatest good for all. Well, with this said, this group, consisting of the people here now, those who will join us later, and those who will watch the replays, is given the truth to best serve them on their healing journey into the love and acceptance that is most beneficial for them to know in this moment. And I'll read that silently. The records are now open. Yeehaw! I feel like now we should start the circus music. Okay, I've got your question, Mary. Thank you so much. Let's start with Tiffany's question. My first life with my guide, Mac. Diana, do you want to take this? I'm not even able to do it on it.
Sure. Okay. As a guide in this lifetime, in the beginning, he was a guardian for you. He was a in-life character. They're showing me that you are not a lady in waiting, but you are a member of the court. And he is your lover. This was tough. You had been kidnapped for perversities and then to be held for ransom. And he loves you as a man and woman would love in their greatest form. And he went on a rampage. Rescued you, brought you back. But in all of what he did to get you away from this kidnapping, he had lost his life on earth. It was the last, he was there, wounded with you, bringing you back to the castle. And now I see them anointing his body and giving him a night's death. He has a raised coffin. What year is this? This is in the 1400s. So it is a battle with whales. They're showing me. They're showing me the knight's coffins. You know how they're estuaries, and then the death mask is on there with the whole body. They're not showing me who you actually were. They're not giving me any names. They're just saying that he has been with you since those times, and that was your connection. You had a life together. I hope that helps.
Thank you. Thanks, Diana.
I mean, he still has this passionate love for you. He's telling me, yeah, Mac. McCormack.
Stop.
McCormack. Look up the five sheaves of Scotland. McCormack. He's part of the McCormack tribe.
Thanks, Diana. And Tiffany, thank you for your question. I hope this helped. Let's see now. And next we have, oops, sorry, no, next is Cindy. I'm taking them in the order in which they were drawn, which isn't necessarily in the order that I. Oh, and here's some feedback from Tiffany. She says, very good. I love that. Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks for the feedback, Tiffany.
And if you can't find him as Cormac, follow the Cormac line. He's in that line. Korma, whatever.
Cindy wants to know if there's anything from a previous life affecting her health right now. Cindy, do you have difficulty breathing? Like, do you have asthma or constant bronchitis? Or stop it! You're going to bite me again. I know it. I can feel it. I'm feeling difficulties breathing. I'm feeling wheezing and coughing, and not just when you're exerting yourself. This is something that you live with pretty constantly, I feel. Yeah, well, when you have birds, they bite. I mean, it's just, you live with it. I'm covered with scars. So there's two things. There's two things that are affecting this. There's two lifetimes, pardon me. There's two lifetimes. One is a lifetime where you were in a house when it burned. You died of smoke inhalation because you were asleep. You died of smoke inhalation long before the flames ever came near you. So you did not suffer at all. And the second was tuberculosis. I'm getting a lifetime in the slums in London in 1850s-ish. Really, I mean, everybody was burning coal, so the fog was like brown, and people were breathing this all the time. Plus, they were living in very close quarters, so tuberculosis was endemic. In addition to which, the air pollution just made it so much worse. Between those two lifetimes, you have breathing difficulties from that. Oh, damn it. She's going to go home any second now.
What's she trying to tell you about this?
Cindy, does any of this resonate for you, please? I'd like some feedback. Um, I hope Cindy's still here. I should have asked that first, shouldn't I? Um, Cindy, do you have asthma? Do you have any sort of breathing difficulties? Because that's what I'm getting is the breathing difficulties. Now I know that sometimes certain heart things can bring on breathing difficulties, but I'm very clear. I've been shown very clearly where these came from. So this doesn't mean that now at the end of the show, stick around, Cindy, because at the end of the show, Diane is going to, I hope, uh, give us her wonderful healing. Oh, sleep apnea. Oh, yeah, I have sleep apnea. I sleep with a mask. Luke, I am your father. Sorry. I sleep with a mask. And that would make sense if you fell asleep and got smothered by the smoke. But yeah, there's 2 lifetimes with lung problems. Sleep apnea isn't a lung problem. It's a brain problem mostly. It's not a lung problem. Also obstruction in your throat. But yeah. So I got the breathing part. Thanks for your question, Cindy. I hope that was helpful to you. And thanks for trusting us with your question. Let's see. Next for you, we have Mary Thornberry.
Hi, Mary.
Here's her question.
I would like to know anything that may help me get out of my terrible melancholy. It is something I have carried in my whole life. Born on Abe Lincoln's birthday, and some say he also suffered from it. Okay. First, adopt this prayer from AA. Give me the strength to accept the things that I cannot change and to change the things that I can. Understand there are certain things in the world that you cannot change. And though it is where your melancholy stems, your life still goes on. You need to work with your shadows. The more you face your shadow, the more you delve into what is being hidden in that shadow, the sooner the illumination is going to arrive. And the easier it will be to go through the cleansing that you need to do to remove those obstacles, the things that keep coming in that make you feel that it's your fault. There's nothing I can do about it. Well, there is something you can do about it. We embrace the world with love, humor, and light. When we do that, we spread that to others. And in so doing that, it also makes it easier for others to not slip into the shadows, because people will slip into the shadows with you because they care about you. So by diving in and doing your shadow work, you're going to better understand what it is that causes this melancholy. Where is the loss? What in this lifetime was such an early loss, like 3 or 4 years old? And then start thinking back to how this has repeated itself in several of your lifetimes. I hope that helps, because when you do your shadow work, it does make it easier to uncover what those things are.
Yeah.
So that you know what is triggering you, and you can embrace it, but also let it go. When you hit something head on, you dissolve the fear. And that comes from fear. What can I do about this? Oh, think of Eeyore. Think of Eeyore. Oh, bother. His tail was always dropping off. Pooh would pin it back on and it would drop off again. Well, instead of just pinning it back on, let's sew it together. So I hope that helps, Mary.
Thanks, Diana. And thank you, Mary. And while we're here, Mary said something interesting. She says, a while back, you said, Linda, I was a medic in war that pulled dead off the field. You were very, very upset. It has always stuck with me. I remember that reading very clearly, Mary. I mean, I remember the reading. I didn't remember it was for you specifically, okay? Because, I mean,
yeah,
I'm not here.
I remember that reading, and that's part of your shadow work. That's added to this.
Yeah. I want you also to know that was when I was a new reader and still finding my feet. I'm better able to manage myself in the records now so that I don't go quite so deep into the actual emotion. I look at the event and I don't allow the emotion into me. If I don't really have the words to describe how I do this, okay? But it comes with experience. It comes with doing it over and over and over again. And eventually you'll learn not to fall into the trap of emotion. So, or for me, it's a trap. For you, it's your life. Okay, I get that. But for me to fall into it, yeah. Sorry, I'm sorry, Diana. Go ahead.
No, well, I just wanted to add one more thing. So let's look at Lincoln. His birthday's February 12th. He's an Aquarius. That makes you Aquarius. Latch onto your Aquarian traits. Learn more about the Aquarian's ability to detach.
Yes.
Doesn't mean you don't feel things.
Yeah.
And somewhere in your life, someone has probably said, oh, you don't care about anybody or anything, which marked you at such a way that now it's overboard in the other direction and puts you in this melancholic state. So think about and learn more about your whole entire chart. That would be ever so helpful.
And here, this is just the woman to teach you. If you are interested, Diana does. She's an expert astrologer with decades of experience. So if you would like a chart reading from her, please contact her. Contact information for all three of us actually is in the description below. And I want to point out, Jax got it exactly right. That's right. I have learned to observe and not absorbed, and that took substantial amount of work. Oh well, yeah, get a reading with Diana, Mary. It will help you a lot, I think. I hope. I'm pretty sure. No, I'm just joshing you. Yeah, get a reading. It'll help. Okay, so we've done Tiffany, Cindy, Mary, and now it's Ralph's turn. Ralph wants to know, what should my higher self and I, okay, first of all, your higher self and you, they're not separate, they're the same thing, okay? And I focus on in this upcoming year, thank you both. What should your focus be for this year? Well,
I got a word right off the bat. Ritual.
Good for you. Good. Ritual. How interesting.
Rituals.
Huh.
The higher order of what it is you do. Your readings are great, but what is the ritual that you have around that? It needs protection from the outside. It needs cementing on the inside. So your whatever rituals you can improve upon, add to, or just begin doing, that will be a big help towards your insight, towards your not vision quest. There's a better way to describe that. I mean, it's rough and ready, but there is a certain amount of sacred text that gives you the knowledge that you already have, right? And so the stones, the crystals, they're saying you need to just make a ritual for yourself before you go into your trances, and understand that when you are doing your predictions and things, you are in a trance. Even when we don't feel it, we are entranced.
Yeah. That's interesting because the word what I was getting was focus,
Well,
which is what a ritual is for.
mm-hmm.
Okay. A ritual is to help you focus that your attention on each element of the ritual so that your intention becomes focused.
Mm-hmm.
So you use the attention of the ritual to focus intention. At least that's how I understand it. I could be wrong. I'm just, I'm not an expert in this. I'm not a pagan. I'm not a witch. And the only ritual I'm really familiar with is the Catholic Church. So,
well, there's a lot of
take it or leave it. Sorry.
And it's sometimes we change it up, but that doesn't change the ritual itself. We may add a different incense. We may add a different crystal, but it's the same. We create a grid, we create a wall of protection and all that other business. Just like the opening prayers that we say for all people. But you and I have things that we do to open up before we get here.
Yes.
Before we even meet up with each other.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. Our lives, I mean, if you want to look at it this way, Ralph, our whole lives are made up of little rituals. I get up in the morning, I have a little ritual about getting up, and I feed the birds. I have a little ritual about what I mix together, who gets fed first. I mean, I never set it up to be a ritual, but every one of our lives is, all the little habits that we have of how we do something, those are rituals.
And we can maybe even use the word ceremony.
Yes.
More auspiciously than ritual.
Yeah.
Because brushing our teeth is a ritual, right? Yeah. So if we make a ceremony over things, by doing that, it really makes us stronger inside.
Yeah. It focuses intention, mm-hmm. which is the whole point of a ritual, right? So I mean, that's great. I hope that was helpful, Ralph, because it certainly was interesting for me. And now I guess hang on a second here. I guess we are ready for the second round of lucky contestants. Oh, let's see. What am I doing? I am doing this. I'm going to get some music. And where's my kitty? Oh, there it is. Okay, the next 4 people, all of you who have not been drawn, please start thinking about the question that you want answered. So when you hear your name called, you'll have it all ready to go. Annie Hamlet. Congratulations, Annie. You know the rules. Start typing your question. Next. The next sacrificial tribute. Red Dragon. Ooh, Kim, congratulations, girl. And Third, we have Mangled Unicorn. Congratulations, Jax. Ouch. Wanda, stop it. And the last person in this round, Spirit Warrior. Congratulations, Spirit Warrior. Please, everyone, type your questions. I know I should have faded it out, but I couldn't be bothered. Mangled Unicorn, I've got your question. I've got Kim's question. Oh, and look, we have some wonderful feedback from Ralph. He says, I love it. I like the idea of creating rituals. I didn't realize I was already doing little ones. Oh, yeah, we all do. And it's a question of perspective, right? If we just sort of turn our vision like 10 degrees to the left. And ceremonies, I can totally dig. Thank you again so much. You're very welcome. I'm glad that that resonated for you.
Can I add one more thing?
Yeah.
Now, Ralph, you don't have to do it this way, because what they were showing me is a sigil that you should be using as a blessing. Okay. And it comes down and a quick loop, and then down again with a check mark and 2 fingers for that check mark. So the whole hand was down, around, with a loop, like if you were writing in cursive, right? So down, loop, straight down, check mark was with 2 fingers.
Okay, we're still waiting for Annie Hamlet and also for Spirit Warrior. Are they still here? Are there some mods that could please take a look in the channels to see if Annie Hamlet is here and Spirit Warrior? Because if they're not, I'm going to draw 2 more. Ah, here's Spirit Warrior. Thank you. Warrior Widow says that she loves to read obituaries. My dad used to. He'd get my parents were French Canadian, and we lived in Western Canada on the prairies. And he was a subscriber to the biggest French language newspaper outside of Montreal. And he would read it every week when it came in the mail. He would read it and say, I mean, I would imitate him in French, but you guys wouldn't get how funny it is. He would say, "Oh well, look, here's John Smith. He's dead. Oh yeah, I remember him. I was in grade 5 with him. We had this terrible teacher." He'd go on and on. Oh man, I was 10 years old and
believed every moment.
And just went like, this is so crazy. Who cares? Like, he was old. He died. Whatever. Aquarius detachment, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess that Annie isn't with us anymore.
Okay.
So we'll start with Kim. You read last time, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Jax. Jax just checked, and she says Annie's not here. So, okay, fine. We'll just cross Annie off. Too bad. So sad. Okay, Red Dragon. Any past life the masters would like to share for my highest good? Ooh, I have a good one for you. You have I mean, I know, well, I don't know, but I have the feeling that I've told you before that you have a lot of lives as a warrior of some kind or other, or as a commander of warriors. I mean, if you weren't yourself doing the fighting, you were in the tents behind the lines saying, okay, we're going to outflank them and we'll, you know, that kind of strategy and the tactics and everything else. Oh man, what a pain you are today. Yeah, this is a warrior wearing some very, very elaborate armor. It's not Japanese, although it sort of kind of reminds me of Japanese, but it's further north, Asian. And I say Asian not because I recognize the armor, because I don't, but because of the face. It's definitely not Japan, though. Oh, in the area that we would call Thailand, Cambodia today. In that general, Laos, Cambodia, Thailand, Vietnam, and this is 1400s to 1500s. You command an army of like a few thousand. You report directly to, oh, you're the war chief. Well, we would call it, they called you war chief, or the equivalent of war chief. You headed the army. Now, during this king's reign, there were not very many. There were not. He wasn't a warlike king, okay? He was a king who was much more. Oh, sorry, I just gotta peel Wanda off my boobs here. Oh, okay. She's sitting in my lap. She's happy. Okay, so this king was much more concerned about the prosperity and joy of his population. He wasn't concerned about, waving a big stick around and trying to conquer people. He wanted to be sure that his people were looked after, very benevolent towards his nation. Started schools, encouraged the monks to educate the people in their villages and so on, and gave them money to start schools, for the boys, of course, because who cared about the girls? Give them money to start schools. He made sure that his country prospered, started trading with people that they'd never traded with before. So your job was really easy because you didn't have to fight very many battles. But what ended up happening was, because they started trading, it was necessary to have guard ships, a convoy. Okay, you get what I mean? And you were tasked with setting up what was essentially a navy. But the only job that this navy had, it wasn't to attack anybody, and it was simply to guard these convoys of merchants going back and forth between ports, because piracy apparently was rampant. Yeah. It was hard to do because you had to find all the people that you could trust to set up the contracts to build the ships, and you had to find people to be in the Navy and guard. And what ended up happening was you had each guard ship, I don't know what else to call it. I mean, there's, I'm sure, another word for it, but an escort. Oh yeah, okay, escort. Each escort had sailors that all their job was sailing the ship, and soldiers, and all their job was making sure that if there was a problem, they were available to fight. Interesting life. Hard work. I mean, hard brain work, okay? Ah, sorry. There you are. Now, what was the lesson for now? I don't know. I don't know if there is a lesson for now from there. They're not telling me. Maybe that's for you to figure out. But there's nothing that is, the masters aren't telling me that there's necessarily a lesson for you to find from here. Just that this is within the realm of your experience, is managing and coordinating and leading big, complicated technical projects. Does that ring any bells? Construction. Are you building a house, Red Dragon? Is that why I'm getting this? Okay, that's it. That's what I've got. I hope that helps. Thanks for asking, Kim. I love reading your lives. They're always so interesting.
Yeah.
Did you get anything, Diana? Is there anything you want to add to that?
That there is a time coming to exercise control for the sake of the community. Okay. And that there is some sort of an offering that she should be making. I'm not sure what that is all about. But maybe it is of time, an offering of her time, of her finances, just to do it independently and to exercise discipline and control within some community. And I don't think it's exactly where she is right now. Excuse me. But this is what is going to bring that past life forward into this one. So both military and Navy were definitely disciplined, exercising control, offering their lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right, Kim. Be gentle, fearless, and kind. Those are absolutely, it's a good way to live.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Diana. And thank you, Kim, for letting us read for you. Now, we're almost at the hour. We're going to finish the last two readings, and then Diana is going to give her healing and clearing prayer, and then I'm going to close the records. So we're not going to have a third round today, but I'm actually amazed that we got as many readings done.
We did good. Yeah.
I know. Okay, so next is Mangled Unicorn.
Hi, Jax. I know I'm in a new phase. What lesson will I be most focused on learning this year? Okay. There are many hurdles that you have to jump over in your vision quest. This vision quest is what you must take. This is a time where you step back, where you unplug, where you go within and spend time in meditation, walking meditation, exercising, anything, but it is about the solitude that one finds when they unplug from everything around them. So this vision quest will show you the industry, will make you industrious for yourself, for this change that is coming towards you. And you'll know when you have arrived there, okay? So there's many hurdles that have to be jumped over daily. Every time, you know, you go into a reading, every time you go and do a change and this new phase, it's like you just landed your front feet on the ground. You ever watch a horse jump over a hurdle, right? Or a human racing, one leg goes over, the other one, it's like, how did you eke that over there without breaking your leg, you know? And then bang, both feet land on the ground, right? Well, when a horse does it, it's the front feet go down and then the back legs come around. And so it's basically the same thing. You hit that ground and you take off running, and otherwise the back end doesn't make it over with you, right? So you've got to remember that you've got to take one step once you get to the other side of the hurdle, because if you just stop there, you could break a leg. You know, you just stop. You have to take at least one more step out of there so you get clear. And by taking that one step, you can see where the road is going to go from there. So I hope that helps.
She says, quiet reflection heard. I am working on it. I feel more observant this year.
Awesome. Awesome. And that will make you industrious.
Yeah. Thanks, Diana. And thank you, Jax. And our last reading for the day is for Spirit Warrior, who wants to know, oh, you want a past life clearing? Ah, well,
awesome.
How amazing, because that's exactly where we're at in the show. and Diana's going to have to do it because I'm not very experienced or good at it. So I don't want to subject you to my experimentation. I save that for the Akashic Records practice sessions we have every week. So do you want to do one for her and then one for the collective, or shall we just include Spirit Warrior in the collective clearing and healing?
Well, we were missing one, so let's, right? We did
All right.
3 instead of 4, so go ahead and answer this one because I just answered the last one.
Well, she wants an Akashic Records past life clearing for her spiritual, for, well, theirs.
Well,
sorry.
Why don't you find which past life it is she needs the clearing?
Yeah. Okay. For the spiritual journey past life. You know what, Spirit, or I'm not getting that there's, I see you surrounded by, okay, so let me tell you what I'm looking at. It's like I'm looking at a person that's surrounded with clouds of dust with, like mosquitoes and gnats, little tiny biting insects, the really irritating kind, buzzing in and out of this cloud of dust. So you're in a fog, and there's irritating things that come up, and you just keep going like this and going like that and smacking them one at a time. And the whole point of it is you want to clear the fog away. None of this fog that I can see, that I'm being shown anyway, is related to your past lives. So maybe there is past life stuff going on, but the masters are talking to me, or showing me that it's current life stuff that you're dealing with that's really biting you. And not just that. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, so these are the results of big word across my field of vision, like letters this big, boundaries. Spirit warrior, the masters would like you to start working on your boundaries. It's not so much a question of healing or clearing. Well, I mean, because yeah, a certain amount of healing has to happen in order for you to value yourself enough to set boundaries to protect yourself. Because that's what boundaries are for, okay? They're not to keep people out. They're to protect yourself. Like I turn off my phone when I go to bed, not because I don't want to talk to people, but because I want to sleep. Do you see what I mean? The intention. The intention is what counts. So work on healing, shadow work on finding out who you are, things that come up and bite you. See if it's related to, just ask yourself, just gently and with no shame, no blame. Just ask yourself very gently if this might be helped with boundaries. Just, ask the question. Because the masters are telling me, yeah, yeah. All these, you don't need raid, you need a screen. I'm sorry. I don't make this up, okay? I'm just not that funny. This is what they're saying. You don't need like the killer raid. You need a screen to keep them.
So you can still see.
Yeah. So you can
And
still
breathe.
see and you can still smell the air and talk to people and all the rest of that, but the bugs are out. So
On the other side. They're
yeah,
doing their job on the other side of your life.
yeah, yeah. I'm just trying to see if there's any. No, these are not what you're currently feeling, what you're currently experiencing is here and now. It's not connected to anything with your past life, with any past lives. There may be at some future date something come up that will be connected, but your current state is absolutely present and not archaeological at all. I mean, I hope that helps. And certainly, I will hold an intention for you specifically while um, while Diana reads, or sorry, gives us her healing and clearing. I hope that was helpful to you, Spirit Warrior. I know that it's probably an answer you were not expecting to hear, and but it's the answer I was given for you. So I hope you can find some help there, some usefulness in there. Okay.
Okay. All right. Are we ready for the blessing?
I certainly am.
Okay.
And
So
Spirit
let's,
Warrior is too.
as we opened with 3 deep breaths, please place us in a steady stream of divine white light, the white light of divine guidance and divine grace. Michael, wrap your blue bubble of protection around us that shrinks to fit as we step into the healing teal green orb of Raphael that floats and shares and spreads and transfers. The divine white light, the white light of divine guidance and divine grace. On this day, what is known as the Feast of the Epiphany, may we all wake in brighter light as we step our toes into the first days of a new year, a new beginning. 2026 reduces to one. One is the beginning. That we are able to detach, let go of the past, reformulate how we move forward from this place in peace, love, and harmony. May the light surround you, so mote it be.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
No, seriously, Diana, I love your clearings.
Thank you.
That's why I never want to do them.
It's okay. I benefit also. I
Yeah.
benefit also.
Yeah.
Because it isn't just Diana talking, I mean,
Mhm.
Merlin is right here.
Okay, I'm going to close the records now, and then we'll talk about what's coming up for us. So we offer deep gratitude to the Akashic Records masters, the guardians, the guides, and all present today for the truth, the light, and the love received. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The records are now closed.
Thank you, Akashic Record Masters. Yes, yes, yes.
So, Diana, today, are you doing dreams, visions, and appearances?
I sure am. Shortly at 7:00, and then Eastern. And then on Friday, I'll be back with Diane G, and we will do an Akashic Starseed reading.
Cool. What time is that on Friday?
5:00 Eastern.
Okay, perfect. So 5:00 Eastern on Diana's channel with Diane G. And yes, please subscribe to all of our channels. I am, well, I'm now working part-time. So for the foreseeable future, I'll just be doing Akashic Adventures and my Thursday Wings of Insight show. And this Thursday, that's in 2 days. And also I'll be doing Into the Ether with Diane G. Sorry, but that's every other week. So that's like,
yeah. She's on with me on the week she's not on with you.
Yeah, exactly. On the Fridays. Yeah. So I'll be on with Akila. Akila will be my guest this coming Thursday. And the information for all of our channels. Warrior Widow. Oh, you're on Oil Painter's channel. Okay, or on Diana's channel. It's my name. My channel is my name. If you just search it, that's like with no spaces, just search at Linda de Gonzalez, and that's my channel. And thank goodness I didn't think up anything long and complicated that people would mix up, and I'm just not that. It's just not. I just don't work like that, Let's see, what else am I doing? I'm not doing. Oh, I have a Patreon. The link is in my channel in the description. I have, and just to let you all know, there will be the Indiegogo for Mira Serra will be going live in a couple of days, and I'll put the link. I'll make a post. I'll make a community post to my channel for everybody to let you know when it goes live. Uh-oh. Did we lose? We lost Diana. Oh dear. Okay. Well, it's been wonderful. Hang on for just a second here. What that Indiegogo is it's the very first small step in bringing a sleeping heritage retreat in Portugal back to life. If you're curious, there'll be a community post later today or tomorrow. No pressure at all. I just want you to know that it exists. And thank you all for joining us on this Akashic journey. If something touched you tonight, let it unfold in its own time. Insight doesn't need to be chased. It integrates when it's ready. Be gentle with yourselves. Trust what stirred quietly rather than loudly. And remember, wisdom often speaks in whispers, not declarations. Until next time, travel softly. Love you all. Bye-bye.